Hey everyone, happy Sunday. Really looking forward to a gorgeous little stretch today. I've got my windows open, so bear with me. Sometimes that means I might have to close it with a lawnmower going, but it's so nice to get that fresh air. I also live quite close to an airport, so if you do hear a little airplane going by, just to kind of that's all the sound is. So yeah, let's just lean into windows open and just have a sounds awesome. So I'm ready to go. Amazing. So good morning, and looking forward to a beautiful stretch. We are going to start today in our child's pose. So start in whatever way feels comfortable for you. You want your knees wide, maybe, or the knees in. See what's going on. Sometimes the hips are really tight. We can run from there. Amazing. Awesome. All right. Amazing. Okay. There we go. Right. As you lay down, I just want you to find that beautiful space where you can stop. I think it's really nice this morning just to find a little bit of space to chill, to rest, to check in. Oh, that body, isn't it? I feel like this time of year is so different for some of us. Sometimes it's just like lots and lots of time. I think that the beautiful weather invites us to kind of get moving a bit more, get out a bit more, be a bit more social, which is lovely. Sometimes we're out being a bit more indulgent, which is so great. Sometimes we're just, the heat means we kind of shift a little bit in our diet, sometimes in different ways. So it's just leaning into like, oh, just thinking about what summer's bringing to us. Maybe that's a little bit different to the winter. And as you kind of lean in this pose, we just find a little gratitude here. And invite you to take a deep breath in and slowly breathing out. Amazing. Good. And then just take your forehead, if you can get it to either line up on the mat or if you've got the hands and fists, just move the neck left to right. Either rocking that forehead into the floor, getting a little bit of a release here. If you've got any sort of niggle of a headache, maybe your head feels full and all different things going on. Deep breaths in, and deep breath out. Amazing. And just coming back to that beautiful, lovely child's pose. As you sink down, noticing you're feeling that anywhere today. Is the body feeling tight, tired? Feeling that you'll notice I'm a little bunged up today. Big hay fever day for me. So just taking lots of slow, deep breaths. You'll notice I'll exhale often with my mouth open, but please feel free to close your mouth and add in your ujjayi breath if that's part of your practice. Otherwise, just really focus on lovely, slow, deep breaths in. And slowly exhaling out. Just calming the nervous system. Amazing. Good. And today, if there's anything that you've been feeling, like anything heavy, anything weighing on your mind, just give yourself permission to let it go for this hour. It'll be there when you get up. Maybe as you move and flow, if there's any intention or a little word you've been coming back to this year. I do love when I get to the mat to just think of that word, begin to kind of just smile, thinking about what you want to invite a bit more of into your life. What is that little hope? What is that? And are you doing it? Sometimes we kind of reflect upon this first half of the year. Can you find things that relate to that word? Have we been able to kind of find whatever it was? My word was a bit of magic, and actually I could list so many cool things that we've done so far this year that brought great memories, magic, moments with friends, moments with my children and family. There are moments maybe where you showed the courage that you were after. I think it's great sometimes to meet ourselves halfway. We're a few weeks past solstice, into July, that lovely little midpoint, maybe celebrating, actually, I have kind of found what I was looking for, and I'm still on that journey. Beautiful little celebration of this lovely month. Inhale when you're ready. We're going to lift up. We're going to peel that body up and slowly bring the knees in so that they're back to hip distance. Awesome. And sinking down. Reach the hands a little bit out, more forward. Inhale, lifting up and lean forward in the pelvis. Option to draw the chest through if you want. Chin in. How's that feel today? Back, pelvis. Inhale, drawing in from the core. And exhale back. Breathing in. Coming forward. Amazing. And exhale back. Just rocking forward and back at your own pace and listening to the body. How are those hips? How's the spine? The chest, the arms, the feet. The 3. You can go slower as quick as you like. Stay wherever it feels really good. 2. Amazing. And 1. Maybe holding. You can, again, you don't have to lean as forward with the pelvis. You can be a little higher up or holding a little bit. And we're going to slowly bring the belly down onto the mat. And when you're ready, untuck those toes. Awesome. We're going to just start by drawing both heels in towards the glutes, like a little kicking motion. Good. Breath in. And breath out. Good. For 3. Gorgeous. 2. And 1. Next time you've got that right heel drawing in towards the glutes, hold it there. You can stay there or reach back and see if we can get a little stretch in the top of the leg. So you can relax in the glutes. If you're not feeling it though, tuck under. So feel like you're squeezing in the glutes, pushing the pelvis into the floor, draw that heel in. Hello to that quad muscle, right? If you're really quite open, you can also bring the heel on the outside of the body and keep that tuck under the whole time just to get that lovely release of tightness and tension that we hold in the lower part of the body. Deep breath in. As we exhale, really squeeze that glute, tuck under and feel that tightness and tension and stress leave the body. Beautiful work. And release. Inhale, other side, bending into the left. You can stay here, squeezing the heel in. You can reach back and maybe draw that heel in. Good option to keep it relaxed or tuck under in the pelvis and work a little bit into the upper part of that leg. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Easing into it, but keeping that squeeze. Really tuck under. And we'll start to feel that tension and tightness that we hold. Inhale. As we exhale, imagine that tightness is stress leaving the body. You're releasing it. You're finding it. We're just letting go. Really nice stretch today for stress relief. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. Releasing that leg. And we're going to turn our head to face forward, breathing in. Bring the hands on either side of the ribs. Inhale, bring yourself back into a tabletop position. Nice one. Tuck in under in the pelvis today, arching your back into your cat pose. Let's get a little stretch. How's the body today? Even though we do this one so often, it's so great for so many reasons. Maybe take your little wiggle side to side. Perfect in the morning, perfect in the evening. Just getting in, noticing where you're holding that tension, maybe from bed, maybe from the day. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Coming back to center. Let's let that belly dip, draw the shoulders down. Find your lovely cow. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Amazing. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, sinking down into your child's pose again. This time we're going to walk the hands over towards the right. I'll face you. Lovely little stretch over. Good. So sinking down. There's reaching over and staying here. But if you think about that left hip, you want to sink the left hip back, almost like push the left hip in the direction of the left-hand side as you reach towards the right. We're trying to get that beautiful stretch across that left side body. Deep breath in. You might feel the stretch elongate as you breathe into that side space, into the side ribs. The breath helps expand that stretch and exhale. Good. You can bring the left hand on top if you want. Sinking back. Awesome. Inhale, coming back to center and walking the hands over towards the other side. This time, sinking that right hip over, bringing the hands across. Amazing. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And if you wanted to take the right hand on top, you can. If it feels too much, just you choose. Make sure the head is soft. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, trying to get in stress, those tiny little places, the armpit, breathing in, feeling the breath fill that right side ribs and down. Awesome. Inhale, coming back to center. Beautiful. What we're going to do is we're going to bend in our elbows. We're going to lift up in that tailbone a little bit, bring the elbows down, palms to touch. We're going to sink back into child's pose again. What happens is you get this little bit of an extension of the arms. The arms might be drawing a little closer to you. You might feel that stretch in the upper body. Bring the head down, maybe bring the thumbs in behind the head, and see if you can draw your shoulders down and away from the ears. So you're almost like the elbows are kind of creating a little traction on the mat. On your floor, draw the shoulders down. Good. Releasing in that upper body. Deep breath in. One deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Beautiful. Reaching those hands forward. Inhale, peeling the body back up to that lovely tabletop. Good. We're going to walk your hands forward. Keep everything as it is. And instead of taking child's pose, we're going to sink back into puppy dog pose. So we rotate the biceps out and away. We sink down. So you notice my hips are higher. Draw the shoulders down. Draw in from your navel as well. So if the back is arching, that's one way to kind of express it. But drawing in from the core, tucking that floating rib in, you get a little bit more into those hips. You can have those back toes tucked or untucked, whichever feels better for you. Breath in and breath out. Amazing. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice work, everyone. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming all the way back up, walking the hands back in line. Great. Just trying to get into the body today. We're going to just walk the hands slowly forward. What we want to do is lean forward with the pelvis. We're going to feel strong here. So push into your hands, start in from your core, feeling strong. Now we're going to look a little bit at upper body. So we're going to take a little press up. Now you can keep it really small. In yoga, we keep the elbows close to the body rather than wide. Just take a tiny little dip and up. And then sinking back. And then coming all the way back up, drawing in, thinking strong in your core. Part of that press up is being strong in that body. So push up. You can stay here. We can take a little bit of a press up and see how that feels. So you're bending in those elbows, trying to build up that little bit of upper body strength. Coming all the way forward, strong in your core. Good, feel strong. So we're not letting everything dip to the middle. Strong, we draw in, pushing into those hands. Good, pelvis is tucked under. And the elbows stay in. Maybe another little dip. And down. Good. What I'm going to do is give you a little count of 5, because it's up to you. If you want to add the dip, you can stay here and really hold and push into those hands. You can add a dip and sink back. Play with what feels good to you for your body here for 5. Nice one. For 4, don't forget to breathe as you move. And do slow. You can go quicker. 4. Beautiful. Nice one. 3. 2. Deep breaths in and out. Amazing. And if that last one you don't want to take it, stay in your child's pose or lean forward. Take maybe one option to do the double dip. Yes, you got this. And slowly coming down. Maybe untuck those toes, sinking down. Take a little break, bending in the elbows and relaxing in your child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Fabulous. If you've got the forehead on the mat, maybe coming back to that little rock. If the head is on the stack of fists, that's all good too. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work, guys. Just getting a little bit into that upper body and finding that little bit of strength. Sometimes we forget that we have. Inhale, move all the way back up to tabletop position. Good. Breathing in, we're going to extend the right leg. We're going to just make sure that you've got that right hip drawing down, push the heel away and feel that extension. Maybe draw the chest forward, heel away. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Good. Work the heel away, getting into that calf muscle, releasing the tightness there, pushing into the toes, maybe trying to get that lovely release there. And back, forward. Good. Feeling the stretch in the feet, the tightness, the backs of the legs. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. When you're ready, holding again, dropping the hip, draw in from your core, draw the chest forward. Awesome. From here, we're going to shift the weight into the hands. Now, if you find the wrists are ever sore, come up onto your fists. We're going to lift that back leg and hold. I'm going to play a little bit here with that lovely extension and hold. Now, you've got the option to stay, or you can reach forward with the opposite hand. We're pushing into that front hand, drawing down in the shoulders, chest, drawing forward, hold. And just hold this a little longer than usual for 3. Nice. 1, 2. Great job. You've got it. Relax the face in 1. Hand down, knee down. Inhale, sinking into your child's pose. Release the pressure on the wrists. Maybe just lift up and roll those wrists. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Roll the other direction. 3. Good. 2 and 1. Inhale, reaching forward, peeling back up to your tabletop. Left leg extends. Good. So now we don't want that hip lifting. Draw that left hip down, down, down. Chest drawing forward. Draw that heel away. Oh, hello to that calf muscle. So tight. 3, 2, and 1. Pushing into the toes, forward and back. Knees in. Getting into the feet. All the walking we've done. Everything, everywhere you've gone this week, let's let go of it and coming back to center. Good. Now here we think about our core. We feel like the chest is drawing forward. We're not dipping in the chest. We're drawing the shoulders down, pushing into the hands or the fists. Inhale, lift the back leg. Good. Keep the toes facing down here. So we don't want that hip opening. Toes facing down. It doesn't have to lift that tall. And then if you want, you can point the toe or flex it, up to you. Keep that same structure. Draw in from your core, strong in the navel, and maybe reach forward. Good. Just holding here for 4, 3, 2, good. 1. And 1. Hand comes down, knee comes down. And then option to take the knees a little wider this time. Big toes to touch. Bringing it down into your wide-legged child's pose. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Good work. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. So allowing the body to sink, the hips to kind of lean into that tightness. Checking in with the knees and the back. Notice if you're holding your breath at all in that little balance. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly begin to walk the hands and peel the body up and take yourself up. Back to tabletop. Nice work. Inhale, extend right leg. And as we exhale, lifting up. Option again here, you can walk the fingertips forward on the left-hand side. You can reach forward. We're going to take our little crunches here, elbow and knee. We bend. We draw the knee in towards that elbow and extend. Now, don't worry if you feel wobbly. You can bring a hand and a foot to the ground or keep it lifted in and extend. And in and extend. Nice one. And in and extend, and in, and extend. Beautiful. Holding 3. Draw in from your core, push into the hand. 2, and 1. Hand down, knee down. Inhale. Child's pose, reset. Just a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. This time we're going to peel ourselves up into cat. Little reset in the spine, chin to chest. Find a little cow, dip the belly, lift up. And back to that lovely flat back and tabletop. Gorgeous. Inhale. Let's extend the left leg. Option to keep it on the ground or option to lift. Again, you can walk the fingertips out on the right hand or extend. Good. Knee and elbow bend. Let's see if we can draw them in together like a little crunch. Inhale, extend. And exhale. Good. Little smile if you like. Don't worry if you're wobbly. Bring the hand or the foot down anytime. Maybe it's feeling good today. Play with what feels good to you. 3. Nice one. 2. And the last one, you've got it. You can bring the foot down, come down into child pose or hold with me for 3. Pushing into that top hand, shoulders draw down, 2 and 1. Bringing the foot down, bringing the hand down, inhale. Knees can be hip distance or wide. Coming down, take the pressure off the hands, the pressure off the wrists, and just let the body rest. Make sure if you were holding your breath at all, we take some beautiful slow inhalation and slowly exhale. Mat pose. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Fabulous. Just hanging out here for a moment, checking in. Beautiful job, team. When you're ready, begin to lift back up. Peel that bottom up, bring the knees in. And we're going to come to tabletop. We're going to tuck those back toes, lift the knees and shift the weight back. We've not done much with those hamstrings, so we're going to use our downward dog. Wiggle those hips left to right. Maybe adjust the hands if you need to and walk those heels. I don't know about you, but they're feeling tight. So wiggle, walk, move. Make it feel good to you. Use it as a way just to feel out. Sometimes I walk the feet back. Sometimes I walk the feet in. Walking back and walking forward. See what that feels like today. I'm going to do a little bit of this motion today, walking forward and back. Inhale and exhale. Good. Keep it kind of freely moving. Swinging those hips if you like. We'll get a little deeper in there, bringing the body to a bit of stillness. From here, what I want you to do, we're going to walk the feet a little closer. Begin to walk the hands a little closer. And then slowly come in to your forward fold, but by walking back with the hands and fold down. Nice one. Hanging out here. How's it feeling? A little inversion. Belly on the legs. Just soften. Let the neck chill. We're going to swing the hands left to right, just like a little bit soft with the fingers. Maybe lift up a little bit as you move side to side. Noticing if there's any sort of lower back tightness. How's the neck? Nice one. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Back. Breath in. We're going to look up. Take your time. Our first time coming up, maybe a little halfway lift coming up. Maybe the hands come on the knees or the elbows come alongside the body. Chest draws forward. Breath in. Bend those knees. Scoop the arms up. Bring the palms together, a little back bend. Exhale, tuck it under. In that pelvis. Oh, nice work, guys. Beautiful start, beautiful stretch. If you've got drink today, grab it. But we are going to stay at the back of our mat as we begin today. So usually we do our salutations at the front. We're going to kind of move from the back, a little bit different. Cheers. Oh, I don't know if anyone here has hay fever, but I found the last few days where we are, it's just been rife. So bear with me. It affects a little bit of my asthma, so I promise I am all good, but if I'm a bit wheezy, just ride that wave with me, but I promise I'm fine. It's just a long time allergy to the pollen, right? I honestly can't complain though. I do love the warmer weather. Even when it's humid, I don't know, I think I'm a warm weather girl. All right, let's come to the back of the mat, bringing the feet hip distance. Awesome, deep breath in with me. And exhale, breathing out. We're going to breathe in, reach those arms up. Good, maybe a little back bend. And hinge at the hips, reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. See how that feels for you. The backs of the legs fold down. Chin draws in. Inhale, halfway lift, yogi's choice. I'm going to start by bringing my hands alongside the body. If you want to bring fingertips forward, if that feels good still, or right now, go for it. Bend the knees, scoop it up, reaching back and tucking under. Exhale, and the pelvis, draw the shoulders down. Good, chin in. Let's do it again. Reach up. Really use this. You know this movement quite well. Reaching up. We're going to hinge forward. If that is something that feels good, you're getting a lot from it, feels tight, stay. And fold down. As you fold down, maybe see what it feels like to straighten the legs a little bit more in your forward fold. And maybe a halfway lift, yogi's choice. Fingertips forward, maybe drawing that chest forward. You want to really work the chest, tailbone up, or the hands alongside the body, elbows in, just like we did before. Bending in those knees, nice scoop up, reaching back. And exhale, breathing. And exhaling, strong in your Tadasana, strong in your core, squeezing those glutes. Nice work, everyone. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Awesome. We're going to do a little bit of flow here. We'll show you. We're going to come down. We're going to walk the body forward on the mat. Inhale, reaching up. Hinging at the hips, reach forward, fold down over the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, yogi's choice. And then we're going to bend the knees, bring the hands forward, and we're going to walk the body into our plank. So you can come down. If you're someone who does plank on the knees, you do plank lifted. Just walk out so that you find that plank. You want that pelvis drawing down, pushing into those hands, feeling that strength. Or being on the knees, pelvis draws forward, drawing from your core. Still great, strong work. Looking slightly forward with the chest. So you kind of want to draw the chest forward and the heels away. Get that elongation. Looking slightly in front of you. Good. 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly coming down. So you can either come down via the knees or you can push into the toes and lower down with the upper body if it's feeling strong today. Untuck those toes. Good. Coming down. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back and drop them down. Good locust pose. Inhale, lifting in the chest, lifting in the hands, and then squeezing those elbows, maybe lifting in the toes. So pushing the belly, feeling that strengthening in the back. And exhale. Awesome. Coming down. Breathing in, pushing into the hands, slowly coming all the way back up to your tabletop. Arch the back into cat. Inhale, tuck those toes. And exhale, lift up. Push into the hands, stick your bottom out and find that lovely downward dog. Now see what's going on. Hammies feeling any better? Are they still tight? Walking if you need to, or pushing into both the toes and dropping the heels. You choose. You can work as deep into those hammies or be a little softer with yourself today. Always honor what your body needs. Inhale. And exhale. And then from here, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to walk the hand in, coming onto the heels in your forward fold. Nice one, draw the chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice, fingertips forward or elbows up. Bending in the knees, great little salutation, reaching up and back. And exhale, tuck it under, thumbs in, shoulders drawing down. Awesome. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Great. Let's keep it moving. Inhale up. Good. Let's flow. Reaching forward, fold down over those toes. Exhale. Yogi's choice for your halfway lift. Bending in the knees, we walk the hands forward, forward, forward. An option to come to the knees or coming into your high plank. Holding, dropping, feeling strong here. You can wiggle the heels to one side and back. If you're on your knees, you can just rotate the body one side and extend. Or here we drop the heels and back. Keep that pelvis low and drop the heels and center. 3, 2, nice one. And 1, that little bit of strengthening in that core. Good, slowly pushing into the toes, either coming down onto the knees or lowering down in that upper body all the way down. Exhale. Good, nice strong work there. Slowly building that into your practice. Great job. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up and back. Breath in, lift the hands, lift the chest, maybe lift the feet. The option to reach the hands back if you want today towards those toes. 3, 2, and 1. Hands on either side of the chest. Breath in, coming all the way up to the knees. Find your cat. Hold and enjoy. Deep breath in, tuck those toes, lift up to your downward dog. Good. See what it feels like. So option to stay in a bit more stillness. Work the shoulders away, draw in from your core, work the heels down towards the mat. You can have a little micro bend or work to extend them. Breathe. If you've got any neck pain, just looking up and down is good. Left to right. Find a nice slow, steady breath here. 3, 2, using downward dog for its strengthening and stretching. Whole body stretches. Pretty magic downward dog. Good. And then bend your knees a little bit. Walk the hands in towards the feet. Coming into your forward fold. Exhale. Nice little flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend those knees and scoop it up. Awesome. Reaching back, little back bend. And as we exhale, tucking under in that pelvis. Exhale, thumbs in. Beautiful. Deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Lovely. We're going to move again. Inhale, reaching up. Hinging at the hips. Fold down. Little flow here. Halfway lift. You know where we're headed. Bend those knees. Walk the body out, out, out. Good. And then find your plank if you want. Good. Holding here, either on the knees, pelvis forward, pushing into those hands or in from your core, or holding. Option to do your wiggle, getting into the little sides of the abs if you wanted. Dropping the pelvis. 3. Good. Again, you can do it from the knee. 2. And 1. Slowly pushing into those toes, lowering down either via the knees or the upper body, lowering you down. Nice work. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Gorgeous. Looking forward. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, pushing into the hands, lifting up into a little cobra this time. Breathing, drop the shoulders down. How's that back for you today? Good. Maybe looking a little bit left to right here, getting a little bit of a kind of twist, and slowly making your way back onto the mat. Exhale. Breathing in, we're going to push into the hands. A little bit of a change up coming into the knees, and exhale, sinking into a child's pose. Good. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. A little bit more child's pose kind of access today. Just getting into that lovely little reset position. Allow the back body to soften after that cobra, the little bit of back strengthening. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Just going to push the body up. What I want to work on today is a little bit more work from a plank. You can come from the knees. We're going to work on the forearms today. Again, there's a little bit of a whole body release. We're working strengthening that yin and yang. So strengthen and stress relief. We're kind of moving in those 2 directions. But we want to find our strength as well as we release that tightness. Here's a little strengthening for you. We're going to come down to the elbows. Good. You want your elbows kind of in line with your shoulders and your hands together, fingers interlacing. Good. Now what you want to do here is you want to push in to the forearm. So that little bit between the wrists and the elbows, you're pushing that into the mat. Kind of did this a few weeks ago. We let that belly dip, the chest dips down, and then we push in to the elbows and we lift up. So we let the chest dip. That means the shoulder blades are drawing in towards each other, and then we push in. We draw them away. Now as we dip, let's think about our core. So it's all soft here. We push into those elbows, draw in from your core. The core's going to almost like make the weight feel lighter. It's not all on those elbows or their forearms, are they? We're pushing into that whole lower part of the arm. And then sink down. Good. And pushing in and then draw in from your core. Good. So from here, what we want to do is we want to add in the lovely plank we spoke about. So dipping in the chest to start, push into those elbows and the forearms, and then you've got the option to tuck those toes and maybe walk the feet out, dip the pelvis. You can come to the knees as well, pushing into those elbows, or you can lift the knees, drop the pelvis, maybe holding here. See how that feels. Again, come onto the knees anytime you need a little break, or lower down onto the belly. If you want a little bit more strengthening today, push into the toes, lean over, looking just in front of you and coming back. Good. Leaning over and back. You've got this. Let that kind of pelvis dip down. And one more. Push into those elbows and down. Everybody lower that belly down. Reach the arms forward in front of you alongside those ears and feel long. Good. Let the head turn to one direction. So the ears resting on the mat, little twist in the neck. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. How did that feel? Turning the neck the other direction. Good. Noticing how that feels, ear to the floor. Reaching along with the arms. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, coming back to center with the head. Slowly bring the hands back in. I'll bring them kind of on either side of the ribs. Inhale, begin to peel the body back up to tabletop position. Nice work. We'll play a little bit with what we call dolphin now. So we come back down onto those elbows and bring the hands together in the lovely kind of interlaced kind of motion. Push the lower part of the arms, the forearms into the mat, and we're going to draw in from your core. From here with the knees bent, we're going to tuck our toes. I want you to think about doing like a downward dog. That's what dolphin pose is, but from the forearm. So we tuck those back toes, lift the knees. It might be a little bit, but then push into those elbows. Look, I'm pushing back. I'm working to extend the legs, seeing if I can find that level, little stretch. Tailbones lifting. And if the knees need to be bent, go for it. If you can extend, those hammies are working. Push into those elbows. Nice dolphin, quite strong. Draw the chin in if you can. 3. Nice one, guys. 2. And 1. Beautiful little stretch here. Slowly bringing the knees down. Walk those hands back up to your tabletop position. Inhale, tuck in under in your cat pose. Lift up in the knee. Shift the weight into your lovely downward dog. Inhale, look forward. We're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Halfway lift. Bend in your knees. And reach it up. Little back bend here. And exhale. Coming back into nice standing pose. Nice strong work there. Really great work for the upper body. Grab a drink with me. It's awesome. I usually kind of sequence my classes in like 20-minute sections, and I can't believe we're done the first 2. Cheers, everybody. Always have a little drink after that, but well done. Hopefully you're starting to just feel that strength that you have within you. Feel that strength in the upper body. If it feels hard, our body is something that is sometimes like our nemesis. I should probably maybe do a little bit more of it. It's something I sometimes shy with because I know people don't like it. So let's kind of see. I don't know how you felt about it. I'd love any feedback. If you like a bit of the upper body work, we can do more. And over time, it just builds up, doesn't it? It does get easier. So let's come to a nice standing position. All right, deep breath in. Then exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Awesome. One more beautiful cleansing breath. Make that lovely hushing sound in. Little smile if you like. Let it go. Awesome work, everybody. Good. Let's play with a little bit of our balances today. So inhale, we're going to reach the arms wide, drop the shoulders down, bending in the knees. We're going to shift the weight over towards that right hand side. We're going to lift up into the left leg, cross it over like you're sat on a table or, sorry, on a chair. Kind of under the table, the knees are crossed, lean forward. We're just starting a little bit of movement. With the arms wide, it does look like a bit of eagle pose, doesn't it? Or Garuda. This is where we're leaning into. Inhale, lifting up. Take a little step. Bend in the knees, other side, shifting it over. Again, you can always keep the foot on the floor here or cross over, lift, lean forward. 3, 2, lean that chest forward, and 1. Inhale, lifting up and bringing it back. Hands on the hips. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Awesome. Let's do the arms. Arms come wide. We're going to cross that left hand over top of the right. So left hand's on the top. Give yourself a hug. Deep breath in and deep breath out. You can bend the knee, shift the weight over right leg, and that left leg you can bring it in or cross it over like we did before, leaning forward. Good option to bring the backs of the hands together if you can. Maybe if the elbows cross, it's different for everybody. And if you still have a bit of a range, you can wiggle that right hand around, reaching forward. So it looks like this. That back foot, again, one other option. It's something that we might never get. Sometimes we may. If you've got the balance, you can tuck that back foot around. But again, it's not something that ever has to be there. Loads of yoga teachers, the tuck doesn't come. It's just the nature of our bodies. There, if it suits you. As always, coming all the way back up. Great Garudasana for me. And arms down, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Beautiful work. Good. Inhale, arms wide. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to cross our right hand on top. Give yourself a hug, a little bend. We're going to shift the weight. This time, right leg crosses over. Good. You can have it on the floor. You can lean forward. You can bring the backs of the hands together, wind it around, reach forward. So many things you can do. And maybe even tuck the back foot. Draw the shoulders down as you reach forward. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back up, unfolding, reaching the arms wide. Exhale, hands on the hips. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Beautiful. This time we're going to take our feet nice and wide in our goddess pose. We're going to take our eagle arms. We're going to open the arms wide, left hand on top of the right, either a hug or backs the hands together or wrap it around. Inhale. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to sink forward with our eagle arms. We're going to make figure eights. We're going to roll the body around and down. Maybe swoop into the floor. Again, you can do it with a hug. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Holding here, reaching forward, squeezing the inner thighs. Inhale, reach the arms wide. And exhale, hands on the hips. Deep breath, tucking under in that pelvis, feeling strong in your balance here. Inhale. And exhale out. Awesome. Little smile, reaching out. This time the right hand on top, give her a hug. Again, you all the leaning forward if it feels best here. Backs the hands, the wind. All good. All 3 are perfect. Deep breath in. Little bend. Option to stay in that bend. We lean forward. Good. Maybe taking that lovely, making a big kind of infinity symbol. Rolling around. Lift a little bit higher if you can. And dip a little bit further. 3. Nice work, guys. Little smile, 2. And 1. Coming back to center. Unraveling that pose. Reach the arms wide. Let that chest sink. Good. Squeezing and coming all the way back up. Inhale and exhale. Hands on those hips. Exhale. Beautiful work. We're going to turn those toes inwards. Breath in. Lean forward with the chest. Let the chin draw down. As you hang out, option is to have the hands, maybe place them on the lower back and just let them hang out there. Other option is to interlace the fingers behind you. You can just let the hands rest on your lower back. You can see if the hands interlace, if the arms extend, and that feels okay. As you draw those shoulder blades in towards each other, you might get a little extension here, a little bit of extra release in the upper body. Again, if it feels too much hands on the lower back, everybody holds their tension different in the back body. If you're even more open, you can let the palms flip out and just really let gravity take the hands in the direction of the floor. We're just looking for a little release here, wherever it is. Another option, if you didn't want to take that with the hands, you can just bring the fingertips down and hang out. A lovely inversion, little upside down movement, getting ourselves in that beautiful position for the body, the blood. Let's just let everything reset. Good. If you have the hands up, above the head, slowly draw them back to the lower back. Everybody bring the hands down in front of you. Whether it's the fingertips, the fists, the palms make their way to the mat. Just breathe. You want to stay here, you can. If you want to reach the hands through. So what we do is we turn the fingers out towards the feet, and then you have the hands reaching out. Maybe reach through, maybe create a little traction on the floor and draw that nose through, getting a little bit more depth in that stretch. Your toes face inward, feeling a little bit more depth if you fancy. If not, keep it really, really chill. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands forward, deep breath in. And as we exhale, walk the feet in, finding a little downward dog, and slowly make your way down onto your knees. Swing the feet to the side, coming nice to a nice upright position on your mat. Good, deep breath in and deep breath out. A little extra thirsty in the heat, so if you want to drink, join me. If you're feeling good, stay where you're at. Good, we're going to get nice tall spine. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Draw in from your core. Good. We're just going to rotate so that the thumbs come forward and out. Drop your shoulders down. Strong posture. So in from your core, long from the crown of the head. We're going to turn so the palms face each other. A little smile, deep breath in. And then we're going to turn the palms to face out. Turn the palms to face in. And turn the palms to face out. Turn the palms to face in. Turn the palms to face out. Good, deep breath in. Palms in. Rotate out. Good, bring the hands to the fist. Roll those wrists. Done a little bit of work there in our tabletop sequence. Roll them forward. Arms coming in front of you still. Again, draw in from your core. We want to feel, when I say draw in from your core, what it does, it just elongates that lengthening of the spine rather than creating an arching. If we draw in, the back gets nice and long. So it's way less about anything to do with our core or our belly. It's just about as we draw in from that area, you can feel the back kind of straighten up. Good, inhale, reaching up and bring the arms wide and keep that roll. Deep breath in, rolling up. And rolling down. Good, and one more up. And wide. And one more up. Palms together. Exhale, thumbs in. And drop the hands down. Great. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Good. Now roll your shoulders. Those good ones we do most sessions. Such a good one. Just keep it going. Make them slow or quick. Big or small circles. And then I'm going to just kind of change my direction. So I'll invite you as we do our circles to add in the body. So as we draw the shoulders back, we'll lean the chest forward. And as we draw the elbows in, tuck under into cat. We're going to roll and forward. And roll and tuck under. And chest forward and tuck under. So we're moving between cat and cow as we roll those shoulders up and back. Just move in that direction. Really easy, forward and back. Forward and back. You could just draw the chest forward again and back. It can be less of the circle. I'm going to get into a little bit of that upper body. Beautiful benefit of cat. 3. Nice 1, 2. Nice little body rolls, guys. And 1. Coming back to center. Nice and tall. Crown of the head. Go to right ear to right shoulder. Coming back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Straight today and back to center. Just breathe with me. Inhale and exhale. 3. Awesome. 2. And the last one, maybe one more on each side. Back to center. Awesome. Deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. Through the mouth. Beautiful work. Hands on the knees, lean forward. Roll the body to the right hand side and around. Good. We're going to close our eyes and find our little Kundalini circles. Just feel that little stretch. Maybe begin to find a comfy place for the neck. Sometimes it feels good just to draw the chin in a little bit. Find your flow. Sometimes I find when I do this, my circles are really quick. Sometimes my circles are really slow. Sometimes that's just where I'm at. So close the eyes and just see if you can find a little bit of a spiral that the body naturally flows into. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then from there, just bring the body a little more upright. So imagine I'm just guiding the head a little bit back to an upright position, but your circles stay. You feel like your sit bones moving on the floor. Body just feels like it's kind of flowy. Just moving. Maybe make your circles a little bit smaller and the body a little bit taller. Maybe making them a little bit smaller again. Maybe for you, they feel quick or slow. Just notice. Making them even tinier. Tinier again. Spine tall. And when your body feels ready, just take a deep breath in. As you exhale, see if you can find a nice moment to just stop. And just breathe in whatever way that feels authentic to you. Ujjayi, slow exhalation. Let it go back to its natural rhythm. What do you need from the breath? Those eyes closed, checking in as we move to stillness. It's been a busy class. Moving from one thing to the next thing. How do you feel right now? And with everything we do in yoga, we try to find balance in the body so that maybe we can find a little more balance in our life. So many life lessons through our yoga. Let's lean forward. See if you can remember which way you rolled last time. Can you go the other direction this time? And don't worry if you're not quite sure. Just lean into what feels right. Find your circles, eyes closed, and just roll. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Find the circle, the rhythm, big, small, quick or slow. Inhale, slowly exhale, begin to just make them a little smaller rather than really leaning forward. Take it a little bit back. And then slowly guide the head and the spine back to a little bit more of that central position. Bringing yourself back into circles. They're a little bit smaller, but the head is tall, spine is upright, seat position. Finding your circles again. Making them smaller, smaller, smaller again. The body upright. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Drop the shoulders. Close the eyes. And just rest. Take a little time here in stillness to check in. How do you feel in this moment? Mind? How does the body feel today? Maybe see if you can rest the backs of the hands in front of you on the knees if you're cross-legged. Pointer finger and thumb to touch. Lovely fluid energy joining me into beautiful cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale, let it go. Breathing in exhale, let it go. And just stop. Yoga, the calming of the fluctuation of the mind. Just let the breath go back to its natural rhythm, enjoying a little bit of silence, stillness. Maybe you were able to find a little quiet in the mind. Enjoy being in that space, being present in the now. Little sweet spot for meditation so the mind can almost put all those files away, tidy up that little computer in our heads so we can start fresh. When you're ready, I'm going to invite you just to slowly find whatever feels comfy. Move somewhere that feels great for your Shavasana. Or you want to go lie somewhere in the sun. Maybe you like the darkness. Maybe use a blanket or you have your own eye pillow, cover the eyes. And a comfy place for the body. Knees bent or legs extended. Don't be afraid to take up space. Drop the shoulders and let the body rest. Breath in and slowly breathing out. Allow yourself the space and time to settle, drifting into sleep. Allowing yourself to stop, fall asleep, reset. Maybe just sink into that peacefulness and the quiet created. Maybe you can hear the noises around you in your home, birds chirping, maybe footprints around you. Let's stop. Just rest. Got a poem called Blank Canvas. It's from another book by Donna Ashworth called To the Women. And I love that she's writing to us as women in this world. If you're listening as a man, I do hope you can still connect with the lovely messages in the poem Blank Canvas. You started with a blank canvas, beautiful, unspoiled. That much is true. Then life began to mold you, shape you, draw its art upon your skin. Stretch marks, freckles, sunspots, wrinkles, laughter lines and frown lines. And every time something new appeared on you, society made us mourn the loss of the smooth, the unspoiled, and the innocent. But what we fail to recognize is the beauty of our journey, is the true strength of our fight. It's now etched upon us forevermore. You, yes, you, are actual work of art, a work of learning, a walking story, a beautiful, broken warrior. It was always meant to be so. If you must change something, maybe we start to change the way we see it, my friend. Change the way we see it. Because there's so much beauty that we sometimes are missing. Let's not yearn for the blank canvas. Let's celebrate that we are a work of art, a work of learning, and an incredible walking story. A few beautiful words to reflect on, to celebrate where you're at. Trust that it really is a bit of magic. Thank you for joining me now in recorded time, in real time, all of that stuff. I just wanted to give a little admin that next weekend is actually my son's birthday, and we're throwing a dino party at my house on the Sunday for him. So I won't be in live time for you, but I will pre-record a class for you this week, ready for Sunday. I hope that's okay. I think that's the only time there's disruption, and maybe one more in August. But I really appreciate the little bit of leniency as we kind of lean into busy season with the dance show and birthday parties. But I appreciate that kindness. I hope that's all okay with you. But there will be a fresh, beautiful class, all of you in mind, ready for next Sunday. Have a great week. Take what you need. Make sure you take time for you and know that you are loved. You need anything, reach out. My door is always open for a cup of tea. You might have to pack a party bag or something, but it's always open. All my love. Have a beautiful week, my friend. Speak soon.